right, so guys, welcome to another Business Saturday. We're doing it differently today. We are doing a remote video with Inca Living. This is Daniela. She is the owner and creator, an awesome mom.
Thank you.
She's all around awesome. I can't wait for her to tell you guys about Inca Living. So Daniela, welcome to Business Saturday. You're going to tell us a little bit about Inca Living, what it is, how does it set you apart, and tell us a little bit of your story and where people could find you, and how do you look forward to supporting the community, and how do you grow in the community and make impact in your community.
Sure. Well, thank you for having me. It's such a pleasure to be with you and all your audience. My name, as you said, is Daniela Velarde, and I am the founder and CEO of Inca Living, which is actually a company that I import superfoods from Peru. And what are superfoods? Because a lot of people are like, well, I don't know what that is. Superfoods are foods that contain high levels of your vitamins, your minerals, your amino acids, all these nutrients and essential things that your body needs in order to function properly, that we don't get from regular foods. So this company I started back in 2012, and the core pillars of this company is basically the purity, the potency, the quality, the sustainability, and affordability. All those 5 things are part of just who I am and how I've started my business. And because the purity comes a little bit from where do we bring these superfoods? They're actually 100% from Peru and from the purest places on earth, which is like the rainforest, right? Everybody knows about the Amazon and the Andes Mountains of Peru. And the key about it is the potency is because exactly where research shows that these different superfoods need to be planted in order to give you the best results, that's where we do it. So, even though we're a superfood company, we're a science-based company because we have done the research and we know, and we're bringing things straight from our organic, sustainable farms to your hands. So we don't have middlemen like all the other companies, right? That they will package things, like they'll bring things by bulk. Then once it enters the U.S. into packaging, God knows what happens, right? And then they get mixed with a bunch of different things, and then they sell it to you.
Follow-up question, because sustainability sounds great, purity sounds great until you get to actually reading the ingredients. You know exactly, like, it's not really organic. There's a company, my favorite bananas, right? My son loves bananas. Mm-hmm. There's the same company do organic and non-organic. How's that possible? You get to question everything.
Exactly, because they're trying to obviously cater to multiple people, the people that can afford it. But my point is, we just want to offer the highest and the best quality out there of these superfoods, because I'm Peruvian myself, and that's a little bit about my story. I was born and raised in Peru, and just came here with my parents when I was about 15 years old. I did finish school and college here. And my goal was to really help people try to prevent or battle some of the common diseases that we have, because I got tired of listening to, I remember I was just out of college and my actual degree was finance and international business. And I was watching some commercials, and then I watched this commercial that talked about, I believe it was Humira, how it could help you with clear your skin and this and that, right? And these commercials are made so these people are like super happy. It's like, oh, I take Humira, it helps me so much, right? And then at the end of the commercial, then you have this really fast guy talking and be like, Humira may cause deadly strokes or this or that, and then you may die of sudden blood clots. So then it's like, you're almost like, okay, I have clear skin, yay, but I may die of a blood clot. I may just have sudden death. I was like, what? How does that, how I approach everything as a cost-benefit approach, right? So what's the cost and what's the benefit? The benefits, I have clear skin, but the cost might be that I might die. I don't think that's a good one. right?
Either, right?
So because of that, I was like, there's gotta be something naturally that we like that we, and I said like as Peruvians, like, I don't know, going back to my roots. And that's when I spoke with my mom about it. And she was like, oh my gosh, yes, I've been taking the maca and the sacha inchi for years. Your grandma would bring it every time she comes over. I was like, oh really? What is that? So that was my first introduction for me to these superfoods. And when I dug a little deeper, I realized the maca is a root that has these wonderful vitamins, minerals, essential amino acids, all in one root, right? That gives you energy, hormonal balance, alertness, like all these different things. And I was like, oh my God, that sounds great. And then she told me about the sacha inchi. Oh, what is that? Oh, it's a seed that grows in the Amazon of Peru, and they cold press it and make this really great extra virgin oil. Oh, okay. What does that do? Oh, it's all your omega-3 fatty acids. Oh, okay. So the more I learn about it, I was like, this is great. And then, of course, she was like, I believe this is God's, like telling me that you have to do it, open up a company and bring these things just like that. I'm like, really? So we prayed about it. And in fact, we did get confirmation that it was. So that's how I started. So then I started researching, finding out, who makes the best maca in Peru and why. And I learned about the colors and the different altitudes. And that's how I became with coming up with the purity and the potency, because people, when you cut corners, especially with superfoods, you don't get the benefits. And that's what you don't get with Inca Living. Like, we bottle and package everything at the source. We transport it by plane here, so nobody touches it from our farms to your hands. And because it enters the country already packaged, ready to go to the consumer, it goes through an extra step because the FDA and the USDA have to check that what it says on the label, it's what it's on the product. That doesn't happen with other superfoods or other supplements in the US, right? So that's an extra step of safety per se when people say, well, how do I know yours really is what it is versus this other company? Well, that's the extra step. So, and just in everything we do, we're all about transparency and all about just informing the consumer and educating the consumer so you can make the decision of, okay, yeah, it makes sense or not. And that's when you will say, okay, I'll buy it or not. Now, we love this because I love helping people in their health journey. Everybody nowadays, more than ever, the foods that we eat contain so much chemicals, so many chemicals and so many things that actually fight against us getting healthy or staying healthy, that unfortunately is a must that you need to consume some of these superfoods in order to just level the playing field, right? So that's why I love to listen to people's journey and see where they are, and then just help them and gear them to whichever superfood they might be the best for them according to what they need, right?
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
So have somebody, your customer, you've been in business for 12 years. That is an amazing fit. We all know how business could be, or business is just what it is. And then the last couple of years, it's just been like the income, the residual income, and any type of income you have a very small amount of it. And usually superfood and organic food in general is a little bit more expensive. Have you any great story or a one-off story? As for me, even though we're coming to you virtually, our family, I have used your product. We've used the I can't say it right, that.
The sacha inchi, that one.
Exactly. We use the oil. It looks like it's supposed to be going in our food, but we also use it on our skin. Jared and Riley, they both have eczema spots. We used it on it. We loved it. However, for just in general, do you have some really amazing story of people, how they've been to the journey with you and using your product, and how does it affect them?
Yes. I mean, because you said it through these 12 years, is that what it is? Yeah. Or 11 years, whatever that is. It's a long time. I've had numerous people coming up to me and giving me amazing stories, and I could share one of them that pops in the head at the top of my head right now.
Give us a brief one.
So there was this lady that comes to me, and this is why I do what I do, and you will see me in the different stores that we have our products. So I'll tell you guys a little bit later when you say where to find me and all the different stores.
Please. That's the follow-up one. After this, you please tell us where to find you.
Yeah. So this is why you'll actually see me, because I love interacting with the consumers and the customers. And I always tell them, you're part of the family. You're not just a customer that just grabs something. No, I like to help you. So this lady comes to me, and one of the times that I was in the store doing some of the educational programs that I do and just talking to people, and she comes to me, she's like, oh my God, I just want to say thank you so much. Your products, and especially she said the triple maca, has saved my dad's life and has changed it. I was like, really? How come? Please share. He said, well, my dad has Parkinson's, and he had, obviously they gave him all this medication, but it was giving him side effects, a lot of side effects, and we weren't really seeing any benefits from it. So what we did is we stopped it completely. We're like, no, forget it. And we started giving him your triple maca. That's the only thing that we started giving him. He's like, well, in 2 weeks, he literally started, because he was walking with a cane, in about 2 to 3 weeks, he stopped walking with a cane. I was like, really? Okay, tell me more, because I always get mesmerized, right? Because I know the powerful thing that this can do because of, again, the purity, the potency. This has been studied for over 30 years. There's no, this is a trend. No, it's been forever. Over 3,000 years, you have a whole culture, the Incas, that used all of these superfoods. It's just that when other companies bring it, they just mix it and they cut corners, and then you don't get the best product. So when she told me that, I was like, oh, that's awesome. He's like, yeah. And then, he had also some kind of memory issues as well. And he couldn't even remember my name. I would call him, I don't know if it's Alzheimer's or dementia, some of that. But she was like, and again, the other day I picked up the phone. She would be like, oh, yeah. And he's like, yeah, Rosie. And I was like, oh my God, he called me by my name. And it's been so long since he didn't do that because he didn't remember me. She started getting teary-eyed, so happy. She's like, I just want to tell you, it's amazing. Thank you for what you do. I really love it. And that was I would say at least 5-7 years ago. So it's definitely, and that's what keeps me doing what I do, because like you said, it is expensive, but we make it affordable, meaning most of all our superfoods last you well over a month. So even though it's a $30, $35, it's a 2-month supply. So it's really not bad for what you're getting. It's actually pretty good. So that's how we keep the affordability. We are conscious of that. Right. And where can you find us? I mean, we have different stores throughout South Florida. The biggest ones is the Nutrition Smart. We have some in Pembroke Pines, Port St. Lucie. We also have other stores like Hale's, Health Foods in Miami Lakes. We have one in Miami in Bird Road, which is Beehive Natural Foods. And if you want to reach us directly, I don't want to drive anywhere, I live out of state, you definitely can go to Etsy.com, and then you guys will be able to see, just go to Inca Living and you'll see our whole marketplace. Of course, you can go to our website, which is incalivingshop.com. And we also have some of the products on Amazon. So really, there's no excuse. You have anywhere and everywhere for everyone that wants to get just that high quality of superfoods into your home.
Okay, great. Awesome. So we are going to post on the description of the video where to get Daniela and how to reach her and where to shop. Do you have physical stores in West Palm Beach and the other counties as well?
Yes. In Port St. Lucie, like I was saying, there's the physical store, the Nutrition Smart stores. Those are physical stores where the products are there. I can send you the small list of the different stores, the physical stores that have our products. And then you can, put it on the video. And of course, if you guys always want to reach me, follow through our social media channels. I get the messages, and you can also call us directly. You can post the number. but it's 888-462-2525. So then it's super easy. But you guys can definitely call if you have questions, if you just don't know, you're not sure, is it gonna affect with my medication? Can I take it? We're happy to help. So
Okay, awesome to hear that. Amazing story. Now, the last thing is that our tradition is that we want you to tell us one great nugget for those other business people that is just starting in their business, or just, just a beautiful nugget that you live by as a business partner that's been there for 12 years. And then as a mompreneur, because I know you a little bit, I could say that you're a mompreneur for sure. What other things do you have going on other than your beautiful store with Inca Living? Tell us a little bit briefly about those things. Do you have any other ventures?
So the nugget that I would say for businesses out there, either starting business or small businesses that are still trying to continue, and growing, is consistency. Be consistent. Don't give up. That's you're gonna have a lot of people that are gonna say, no, you can't do it. Maybe you shouldn't. No, don't quit your job. You have to be all in when it comes to business and your own business. If you're not all in, if you're halfway there, one foot in, one foot out, you're not going to be able to be consistent, and you're not going to be able to really, truly be successful, because you're not going to be able to offer 100% of yourself. Other adventures that I'm doing, as a mom, of course, I'm always busy with the little kids. But another way of how I found it to be helpful to my community is I enter into the mortgage business. So now I'm a mortgage consultant. So definitely helping people out there getting their loans and the right loans, because again, so many people get steered into the different products that they don't need or they don't know. So with me, you get someone that will listen, understand, and walk you through the process and help you feel comfortable and empower you to make the right decision. So yeah, that's something fun.
Beautiful. Well, I'm in the real estate industry as well. So amazing to have you and you guys, because, Daniela sounds so amazing. We're definitely going to find a way for her to be part of our, somehow interview or do some other collaboration with her, especially in the real estate industry. So thank you guys for tuning in to Business Saturday. Daniela with Inca Living. We are going to post her information, how you could reach her and support her. And of course, we look forward to other businesses coming on and us supporting each other. So let's go get it. See you in the next one.
Bye.